2010 ranked as the highest year for NATO casualties here in Afghanistan since the war began 10 years ago. In all, 711 NATO forces died in the year, but 2011 is catching up. These forces are now killed every 24 hours. On Saturday, NATO announced that 5 more of its soldiers have been killed when a bomb exploded at the entrance of a joint Afghan-US base in eastern city of Laghman. 4 Afghan soldiers have also lost their lives in this attack.
The militants remain well organized and now are expanding their operations in the country to force the foreign troops to leave the country immediately.
It was the latest in a series of such attacks on NATO bases here. The militants say they are against the foreign troops' presence in the country and they have found such bombings as the most effective tactic to target them. It brought the overall number of NATO death toll this year to about 130. So the war is getting worse and worse. The US commanders are saying that the major part of the problem is in Pakistan, where the militants have an uncontrolled presence. The militants cross into Afghanistan and kill Americans, they believe. Then what are the Americans doing in Afghanistan?
Most of the foreign troops here are stationed in areas bordering Pakistan, but they are not doing enough to stop the cross-border attacks.
Currently, about 140,000 US-led troops are stationed here for what they say defeating Taliban and Al-Qaeda. But the number of these troops' deaths is not higher than civilian deaths. In 2010 alone, over 2,400 civilians were killed in Afghanistan, both by the Taliban and NATO. In the beginning of this year, the US top commander, General David Petraeus, said that summer fighting in Afghanistan will be extremely tough, though in a sense that there would be major clashes between the foreign troops and the Taliban. But what is very disturbing for NATO is that people here are growing strongly opposed to this long-running conflict because of mounting civilian deaths and rising unrest. Faiz Khurshid, Press TV, Kabul.